Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Tiana with Storey House Books, and this is part 4 of our new Lapbook, Create a Lapbook with Me 2.0. We are working on an order that I've got, and so far, as you can see, we've done the build of the cover of the Lapbook. We covered it with some batting and fabric here. We did the inside paper cover. We used just plain black craft paper here, and then we worked on this section on the last video, these flip outs here. Got the backing down, we got the flip outs here, and tonight we're going to work on the next set, the next panel here with some more flip outs here that I'm thinking about doing. So I got an idea of what I want. If you guys remember, I had that video, the 2 to 10 flip out, kind of just like this. It's kind of like that, but instead of using 2 panels, we're doing it on one. What I've been trying to figure out is the measurements of the gussets, right? Because like I said, you guys know that, it has to be, since this is, these two share a spine, their gussets total can't be any wide or any bigger than the spine. Maybe a little bit, but not much, right? If you're trying to keep it from getting too like alligator mouthy, right? So this is an 1.5 inch spine, meaning that each side can only be as high as like 3/4 of an inch, right? So this one has a 3/4 inch gusset, and then inside there's a 1/2 inch, but it's all contained within 3/4 of an inch. And if you'll see here when I fold it, I still have 3/4 of an inch to work with for this panel, right? So that's what I'm trying to figure out, is how to measure the gussets for what I want to do. So I think what I'm going to do is I've got 4 pieces here, and I think the inside will be like this, right? And I'll give you the measurements in a second. We'll go here, and I'm going to cut this piece off. So let me do that first. No, it doesn't matter. The idea is this piece will be here, and this piece will actually go underneath and fold over. And what will happen is when you open this one, it'll open up like that, or you can just do this and look at that side. While that's on this side, on the other side, we're going to do the same thing but going the other direction, right? So this piece will be here, this piece will be here, and you can either just fold this part up, fold this part up, or you can pull the whole thing out and it'll fold out like that, right? And that's kind of hard to visualize, but just hang with me here. Stick with me here, and I'll explain what I'm thinking. Okay, so let's start with the first part of this flap here. It's going to be the bottom layer. Where did it, oh, there it is. So where did the other piece go? All right, so these are, again, just black cardstock that I got from Hobby Lobby. It is solid black all the way through the core, 85 pound, okay? 8.5 by 11. I did cut a little bit off of the edge here just because I didn't want it as wide as the backing paper. So I cut off about 1/4 of an inch, okay, off the long side on both of these. So what I'm thinking is this is going to be the back paper here, and these will go underneath, right? So for this bottom layer, I scored it at 3/4 of an inch for the flap, and then an extra 1/4 of an inch for the gusset, okay? So that is this one that will fold out this way. For what is going to fold the opposite direction and go lay underneath, I scored it at 3/4 of an inch for the flap, and only a, is that an 1/8 of an inch? Yeah, an 1/8 of an inch for the gusset, okay? So these are actually going to add up to a little bit wider or larger than, wider than 3/4 of an inch, but barely. I think this will work. I think it'll be fine. We'll just have to see, okay? Because I've got to give it enough room to actually put stuff in it, right? So, okay, there's that. So that's the first 2 pieces of the bottom layer. So let's go ahead and cut these, and we'll add our washi tape for the gussets to reinforce those, and then we'll add the design paper for that. The top part is folding out to the left. The first one, I scored at 3/4 of an inch for the flap, and then a 1/2 inch, okay? So that will go to the 3rd layer, and the other side on top of this one is the same as the other one. So it's a 3/4 of an inch and an 1/8 of an inch for a gusset. Okay. So, all right. First, let's go ahead and cut these down to size. And so I measured these based on the backing paper. Okay, because I wanted to cover it. So if this is the edge of the gusset here where it will fold up, I want it to be just a little shy of the edge, so I marked it right there, okay? And then it's the top piece, if its fold is going to be here. Did I mark this one? I did not mark this one. I thought I did. Okay, I didn't. Okay. So if its fold is going to be here, right there where that mark is, the edge of this paper, we're going to want to mark this one. I'm going to also mark this one a little shy of this edge, I think. So about an 1/8 of an inch from the edge. Yeah? That's how much I'm going to cut off. So let's do these two first. So how are you guys doing? How's your week going? I hope it's going good. Mine is ending up pretty cruddy, but oh well. Okay, there's that piece. This piece we're going to cut here. And we'll save our scraps. There's a very large pile going already. Okay, so that is, let's put this over here, the bottom part. Okay, and then the top, or the one that's going to fold to the left, we're going to kind of measure the same way, right? So, let's see. This one's going to have a little bit larger gusset because I want it to come over the top of the bottom layer, right? So this one, like I said, I measured 3/4 of an inch and a 1/2 inch. And to decide how much I'm going to cut off, I'm going to line up the end of the gusset, or the, the fold here. And I wanted it to come all the way to the edge, right? So I marked it right about there. Okay? The part that flips the other direction, same kind of deal, right? So it'll start here, where that mark is. And I want it to come a little bit shy of this fold. So I'm going to mark that one. If I can find my pencil. What did I do with my pencil? Oh, there it is. I'm going to mark this one just shy of the end, about 1/8 of an inch, right about there. Okay? Alright, let's cut this as well. Let me put this to the side. Close this up. Okay, so cut this one here first. And then we'll cut this one. So it's going to go this way. Alright. Now let's see if this actually works. In my head it works. Alright. So, this is the bottom layer. So let's go ahead and fold these at the score marks. And just check and see if the mechanics of what I'm thinking is going to work. And then we'll worry about covering that with the paper. Okay. So that would be on this side. This is the other piece, the top part of this layer. And these tiny gussets are always a little bit difficult to fold, aren't they? So be patient. Okay. Let's see if I can get that. Okay, and then this part, another little piece. Okay, I am going to miter these flaps too, by the way. So, okay, this is what I've got. Why does that not look right at all? That's way too big. Okay, so we're going to cut this back down. I don't know why I was so off on that. Anywho, so it's going to lay like this, and then open like so, yeah? Let me cut this. Good Lord, that was off. Give me Christmas. Way off. Way, way off. Okay. So I want it to go right about there. Let's cut that again. Goodness gracious. Okay, and cutting there. Let's see if that fits the way I want it. Okay, and here we go. That's much better. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna put a paper clip right there so you guys can see like the folding action here. You can find a couple. Okay, all right. So folding action here goes like so. Oh, this is a broken paper clip. This ought to work. Right? Okay, so it'll be laying this way, and then we can fold it open like so, right? Like this. Or as it's sitting, you just open it like that, right? So that is the bottom layer. Okay? Let's put this to the side. And let's fold the top layer of this piece here. Now this is the one with the 1/2 inch gusset here. Alright. There's that one. And this is supposed to lay on the other side. So we have this laying here. And this one laying this way. Yeah? Okay. So, in this one, let's fold this tiny little gusset. And then we'll put it all together and kind of give you a little demo what it's supposed to do. Okay. Little tiny gussets are a pain. Okay, I think we got it. And there we go. Okay, so, and then this piece will slide under here. Did I get this measurement wrong? No, I got that one right. Okay, so this is what we're looking like when it's all closed up, right? Grab another paper clip here. Come on. I know I got one somewhere. These little tiny ones. Okay, these will work. Whatever. Alright, and this one folds underneath here. And let's just paper clip that together. So we can make sure the mechanics work, right? Alright, so this piece goes underneath the design paper on this side. This goes underneath on this side. Right? And this is what it looks like all closed up. We want to open it. We can do this to look inside here. We'll have, you know, stuff on the inside there. If we pull it open like this, it'll open all the way out, right, with stuff on the inside here. So there's that side, right? Then the other side is the same thing. You can either just open up one side or just this way, or you can do the full extension like so and pull it all the way open, right? That is the general idea of the mechanics there. And the measurements here should be okay. I'm looking at it right. Because it's a little room on the top of this to grow, right? So that's why we have the 1/8 inch here. We have a little bit of room to put in here. Okay? I'm not sure what we're going to put in here yet, but we're going to have to be careful not to get too chubby, right? Alright, so that's the mechanics of what's going on that panel. So let's take this apart, put that back over there, and decide on the design papers. Okay, so the bottom layer, I have pulled out some stuff. So that one pack that I showed you guys in the last video that I got, or the paper that I used in that first panel that came from the Temu, I've got the rest of those papers here. And she did mention she does like the light academia. So I kept these out. I think we're going to continue to use this pack. Maybe not that one. I don't want that one. Not for this. Continue to maybe use these papers as to cover the flaps or the flip outs, right? These are nice. I also had this one because I do want to put some entomology slides in here maybe. So I got the butterfly stuff, and then I also have these that I want to incorporate as well. This I got at Joann's. So yeah, I don't know if you can get. I don't even know what the make is of it actually. So I want to use this think some nice colors. We're keeping them neutral. And these 3 pieces come from the new, well, you know, the limited release Wallflower, the 12 by 12s from Tim Holtz. So I thought this would be nice here to go with it. This, of course, to go with those butterflies on the grid. I thought was nice. And then I like this one as well, the grid. Yeah? So these are the papers that I'm going to cover all the flip outs with, I believe. Trying to not get overwhelmed by all the options. I also have some Tim Holtz stuff that I pulled out, just a few that I had thought about putting in here. So I have these, you know, botany stuff. Then I have the mushrooms that kind of go with the cover. And then these butterflies and moths to go with the other ones. And then this one as well. I really think I'm going to use that one. And keep the color limited. Since everything's neutral. So I'm leaning towards not using these, but maybe using the mushroom. And not these guys. But then there's, you know, some light academia. I was kind of on the fence about the music. I kind of like that, but I think we're staying away from the color, so not that. And these either. So I think that's all Tim Holtz I'm going to use at the moment, are these 3. Okay, so let's get a move in here and decide what's going to go where. I guess we should start with the washi tape first, yeah? And get these spines reinforced. So let's use, we're going to use the green marble for this one. Actually, you know what? Since we got these narrower spines, let's use the narrower tape that I pulled out. Take advantage of the small spines, right? So I have, this is some Tim Holtz here that would work on both of these, right? Yeah, so let's use this one because I got a lot of it. Let's use this one. And then for the other side, we've got a 1/2 inch. So we can use, I think I have enough of this to use these 2 over there. Yeah, let's do that. We'll use these. Oh, I also have this one. Actually, let's use, these 2 Tim Holtz. Yeah, we'll use these 2. Okay, let's put that over there. We'll use this one on the larger one and use this one over here. Okay. So this is just a repeat of what we did in the last video. You know, I do this all the time. Reinforcing the spines. So if you're new and have not seen me do this before, you might want to watch this part. I don't know anybody else that does it this way. Just because I'm so paranoid about the washi tape coming up. So, number 1, I reinforce all of my spines. Always, always, always with washi tape or fabric, okay? Now, the problem with using washi tape is it inherently isn't that sticky. It's sticky, but not that sticky. So, while it's strong and help and it's good for reinforcing spines, it's not reliable as far as staying on, even if you glue it down, right? Or put some extra glue on it. So what I actually end up doing is not only gluing it down, but I also sew down the edges. And that, you know, so I know for sure that booger is not coming up, right? So, oops, I got some thread hanging off this one here. Okay, let's see if I can get this centered. Okie dokie, I think we got that centered. And let's just pull this down. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, let's flip it over and just run it the other direction. Just gonna put this flap up here, glue it down, and then bring the other side across. Yeah? Again with the glue. Just line up the tape with the other side. Yeah? There we go. Okay. All right. Here we go. And I'll take my craft knife over here and cut off that extra piece. What about that glue in a second? All right, that's one side. Let's go ahead and get rid of this glue that's splooged out there. Remember, I always say get rid of that glue as soon as you see it. The longer you wait, the harder it is to get off. All right. I think that's all the glue that came out. Yeah, okay. All right, that is one. Let's see the next one. All right, we're going to use the same tape. It's going to flow about this way, so I want this tape to go this way. All right, let me make sure I get it down the middle-ish. Let's see, did I get it? Close enough. We're good. There we go. All right. Press that down. Like I always say, I know this is the boring part, but the necessary parts. If you want to fast forward through this, feel free. And jump to the next section. Okay, let's line up the tape. Here we go. All right, good deal. Right. Here, and then we'll just cut off this extra here. All right, here we go. That's one side. Done. Let that dry over here. Let's do the other side. Same deal. We're going to use different tape. Start with this side first. Now I didn't check to make sure I was in frame, you guys. I'm sorry. Let me get back up here. Okay. Is that better? No. Right there. Okay. Let me get this out. Hopefully that's not in the way. Okay, let's grab our thicker tape here. Glue stuck to me everywhere. Which way is up? This way is up. Okay. Alright, see if I can get this straight. Why don't I just flip this way so it's easier? It's easier to do with the end, start with the end, rather than starting with the roll itself. Let's see here, that looks about right. What is it? Did we get it? Close. Let's see, that's about right, okay. Let's see, all right, I think that's good. Pretty close, that's really off actually. Hold on a minute here. That's really crooked. Okay, let's do, that's better. And bring this side over as well. Okay. No, it is cockeyed. That's better. Oh, no, but still crooked. Why is it doing that? Alright, that's about right. Okay, we'll go with that. Just straighten this up here. Okay. All right, let's flip it over. All right, just flip this side up. Oop, that's a lot of glue. Oops, that's okay. That is all right. All right, let's get this. Alrighty, let's just line it up. Come on. Come on. There we go. All right. Alrighty. Alright, let's get that glue off of here. Anywhere else? There's some right there. I think that's all the glue that's splooged out. Yeah. At the other side. I think we're good. Okay. Here's that one. Good. And one more here. So if this one flips this way, that was going to go that way. Right. Okay. So this is upright. Okay. And this is the correct direction. So we'll flip it so I can do it this way. I know it's upside down, but it's easier for me to center it starting with the edge of the tape or the end of the tape versus the roll over here. I can see better. Okay, let's see, where's that fold? Right there. I think we're good. Let's see where it landed. Yep, I think that's it. Okay, it's pretty good. This one is not that big of a concern for me because it's such a narrow gusset. I'll have plenty of room on either side with this tape for sewing it down. Okay. And just down here. Bink, 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 bink. Put this up. Okay. Okay. Do that. And come on, work with me. Tape here. Don't get all. Okay, there we go. Getting a little stringy with the glue. Just bring this piece down. Okie dokie. There it is. Okay. Right there. Pull it. And you're done with it. Come on now. This tape. Goodness gracious, really? Okay. There we go. All right. Okay. All right. Got our gussets reinforced here. Now let's pick our paper, and then if you were watching in the last video, we're going to do the same method of sewing things together. We're going to sew the cover paper on just the 3 sides. We're actually going to glue it down, sew the paper on 3 sides. I'm sorry, back up. We're going to cut the cover paper, go sew on 3 sides of it, leaving, you know, this side of it open. We'll attach it to the paper and then go back and sew it because I want it to overlap the washi tape, and then we'll sew down this side. That way we don't sew the washi tape and this and then try to double up on it, you know, and adding more bulk than we need. And then we'll also then sew this side of the washi tape, right? So let's pick the cover papers here. For this one, this is the bottom layer. And this is the top layer of the right side. Yeah? Okay. What do we think? Let me plug up my glue here. Alright, so I think I think for this side we're going to do the bugs. So let's pull out the Tim Holtz piece, and Let's see, we also have this option to go with it. I think that's the wrong color. And I know I have one other one in here that I was thinking about. I think it's a Tim Holtz one. Yep, it is. So I'm thinking this might be better. But we do need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sheets, right? So we do that. And then you guys think this to go with it? Or let's see here. I'm thinking this one to go with it. Because I don't want, I've got the butterflies over here in the typical backdrop. And I don't want to go searching through all my backdrops to find something. I'm going to use what I've got, right? So, darn it, come here. But I want to use, where did that butterfly go? And this as well. Actually, I think that might work. And then we had this other option that I was not too crazy about the coloring, but it would still work. What do you guys think? We got some color here, we have some coloring here. I think we'll take this out and go with these. So that's, I can get 2 out of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I still need 8, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So I will need to use this one. Right? Yeah. Okay. So we'll go with these. I think. Give me 1 second here. Let me look through this wallflower stuff again. Because I feel like there's another buggy one in here that we could use. Okay, so there's this one. And that coloring might be good with this. So those are those 2 options. What else have we got? I don't think this one will work. It's got too much pink in it. Yeah, it's got too much pink in it. That's a lot of color right there as it is. Alright, so there's my 2 that I'm thinking about to do it with. I think this one makes more sense than his does. But I'm like, do I want to use this much pattern for the background when I want to put stuff all over it? You know what? I think I'm going to use these for the ephemera and then use the more plain paper for the background. That makes more sense to me. Okay, so let's move our high design paper over behind me, and we're going to go back to the Temu paper here. Alright, so let's go with, let's see if that's a good one. This one, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. 7, 8, I think. Yeah, okay. That's what we're going with for these. All right, so that's 2, 4, 6, 8 pieces, and that's, I can get 2 out of each one of these sheets. All right, okay. So let's see, how are we doing on time? 34. All right, let's start with the bottom layer, and we will go with, let's just pick one. This will be on this side, this flips on this side. So we'll just cut it in half, right? Okay, let's measure this. So I'm gonna make sure we don't go into the fold but overlap the tape, right? So if I'm measuring, just pencil here. There's the edge. Come on, Tiana. There's as far as I want to go towards the fold on the tape. And I want a black border around it, so let's go there and here. And then from here up 1/8 of an inch from the bottom there. Okay? So there's that one. So let's go ahead and cut it. And then let's measure this side. Alright, so in this folds, okay, from here to here. Nope. Where's the folds? Let me fold it so I can actually see it. Come on. I need to crease this again. Tiny little gusset. Alright, so in this side, that's as far as I want to get to the edge there. From the top, give us a little bit of a border. Yeah, okay. That's good. So let's measure the cut right here and here. Alright, let's do some cutting. So, what was I talking about the last time we met? What was going on with me? A lot, of course, is going on with me. The good news is my health is good. I've lost, like I told you guys in one of the previous videos, I have diabetes, so I've been struggling with my weight for quite some time. Anywho, got on the scale today at the doctor's office, and I have lost 45 pounds. That's right, I lost 45 pounds. It's 5 pounds away from my goal I had for the entire year, so pretty stoked about that. Okay, this is the right side, and this is the top flip. Sorry, I'm trying to keep my directions or my papers straight, so I know which one goes where. Here. Alright, there's our 2 pages there. Let's add the scraps to the pile over there. And let's cut. Did I measure the other ones yet? No, I didn't. Okay. Let's do that. That's for these 2. And then the next one, let's go with. We're going to go with the book page. So that's going to go on the top of the top layer, right? So these 2 on this side. Yeah, okay. So this one will be going in under this way. Like so. So let's measure this one. Right here. Just over the tape. That's enough right there, I think. And down a bit. Okay, let's mark this one here. And here. And the other side. This way. Okay. That's the edge there. Okay. So here and here. All right. Ooh. I'm gonna get my papers mixed up here. So that will be the top of the top cover of the left side. Yeah? Okay. Okay. Thank you guys for hanging with me and being patient while we're doing this. I know this is not as exciting. Trying to like just take you guys a little bit out of my process. It's not, you know, I know it's not glamorous, but yeah. So I hope you guys hang with me through the whole process and create your own lap books. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys create. Okay, so this is the top of the left side. So let's do the inside real quick. We still haven't done that. So this goes, opens this way, and this will be that way. So, okay. Don't open it, it'll be like that. Alright, so we need to do this inside part. And let's use, oh, I don't know, just this one here. And there's that folds. So we'll go right to there, up to the folds, down a bit. Here's the fold. Come on, get it straight, Tiana. Okay, there we go. I think that's right. So let's, nope, it's a little too high. Over there. Come on. Is that better? I think so. Oh, come on. Alright, right there. Maybe it's down. Alright, and then we'll go in this much. Okay, and down here. Come on. Down here we'll do right here. Where's the darn fold? Couldn't see because of the shadow. Okay, right here. Okay, that's that side. And the other side will be folding, so I want to make sure it goes up the right way. So this one, I'm pulling out, so it'll be folded out this way. Okay, let's find the fold here. It's right there. So I'm gonna go here. Is the right way up? Yeah. Right there. To there. And look right here and right there. Yeah, okay. Let's cut this one. So, I know that I feel like this is so boring. I hope you guys are not like totally bored with this. What else can we talk about? I don't know. I'm a boring like homebody. I don't do anything anymore. I could always tell you about my awful personal life and my soon-to-be upcoming divorce. The crappy part of it all is that he and I are getting along so well right now. I mean, better than we have in years. And spending time together, and it's, you know, kind of been, I don't know, I kind of thought maybe that things were going to be better. But I find out today that while he still, you know, still loves me and enjoys spending time with me and agrees we're doing really well, still wants a divorce. So that was kind of a gut punch today. I was really kind of hoping that, you know, since we've been getting along, I really thought that things were going well in a positive direction, but not so much. Okay, so this one will go. Why do I have two small ones here? Oh, I don't. Duh, 'cause I didn't do this fold. Ugh, I was like freaking out. Like, what am I doing? Okay, so this one will go here, this one will go there. So we've got the top ones done. We just need the insides. So this one will go this way. right? And then this one will go that way. So, okay, like this. Alrighty, okay. So, yeah, anyway. Okay, so let's do, I'm thinking, let's just make this easy on ourselves. Let's do the corner over here. Where's the fold? There it is. There's the folds. There's the tape. Yeah, I think that looks about even right there. And we'll mark right there and down here. Okay. And then the other one, the fold is right there, so we don't have much overlapping, but we just need just to get to the edge of the washi tape anyway. So it's fine. It's totally fine, totally fine. Okay, right. Come on, Tiana. People are waiting to move on. Does that look right? I'll get my head in the way. Sorry, guys. Okay, that's a little bit off. Okay, we're good. All right. Right there and right here. Okay, let's cut this and then do more stuff. All right, so here's our first vertical line here. Our next one is right there. Did that go crooked? No, we didn't. Okay. Scraps. Turn this around. There. And the other one right here. Line this one up, and we're good there. All right. That is all the cover papers for that panel. Okay. So, next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our papers, yeah, and I'm going to go and ink the edges, and I'm going to do some stitching on 3 sides, like I said before. These are going on the top, right? So for this one, actually it goes this way, right? Yeah. So on this one, I'm going to ink it and sew these 3 sides, leave this one open, and we'll glue it down, take it back to the sewing machine, close this side up, to stitch the paper and the washi tape down, and then we'll stitch this edge, right? We'll do this for all 4 pieces, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go do the sewing of the 3. I'll come back and then we'll attach them together. We'll glue them down. Then I'll go sew this stuff again off camera, and then we'll come back and then assemble the entire structure for that panel. All right? Okay. So I will be back. And how are we doing on time? Oof, running short. This is going to be a long one. All right, you guys, and I'm finally back. Got all the stitching done. It was a lot. Took forever. Okay, so I've got washi tape secured. I've got the cover pages on. All done. Ready to assemble. So let's put this together, and we'll be done for tonight. All right. So let's open this up. All right, so we're working on this panel here. Right. Make sure I'm in frame here. Let me move this down a little bit. Here we go. Okay. And let me make sure I got the right ones here. This is the bottom layer. And this one goes, wait, no, this one goes with this one. Excuse me. Yeah, okay. I gotta get these gussets folded over again here. These little 1/8 tiny little gussets are a pain, but a necessary evil, right? Okay, so we are going to do this is the left side, and this is the right side. Let me just burnish this gusset one more time, just to seal the deal, right? Okay, that is the bottom here, and this is the top part of that. So let me do this also. And then the other side, come on. Okay. Alrighty. I think we're good to go here. Okie dokie. All right. So this one goes here, like so. Probably should cut some of this string off right here. That's on the flat back of the flap. It tends to be troublesome if you leave it, and it's not needed. It's just for show. You can cut all your strings off if you want. I like to leave them on because I just like the way they look. Honestly. Uh-oh. I think I sold these strings all in here. My mistake. Yep, let's get these all out of there. Okay. Cut that one too. Alrighty. So, this will go here. Let's get our back paper here. This needs to also go on. So this one, okay, I'm gonna find an easier way to do it this time. Because last time we were too close to the edge on one side and not close enough on the other, and it almost didn't fit. So here's what we're going to do, is I'm going to put this on the edge here, and then I'll put this in. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and flip the corners here. Let's miter these corners here. All right. Let's get the glue on. Right, goes this way? Yeah, okay. Forgot which side was up for a second. There we go. Alright, flip this over. Try not to get the strings in the glue if you can help it. Because that is also troublesome to try to get that off. Alright, so here we go. There's the edge of the folds. And we're going to go right up to it, but not in it, right? So just to double check where it is, let's fold it a little bit. I've got a little bit more room I can go, and that's it. Okay, that's it. That's as far as I want to push it. Alright, right there, yeah? Yes, okay. So push that down. Make sure we're on the edge up here. I'm going to lift this up and just press down here on this flap. Get it stable. Make sure it didn't go too far. Okay. Just double checking that I didn't get into the fold there. And it looks like we are good. Straight. Okay. All right. I'm just going to press down like this in here. Alrighty. Alright, that one is on. Let's just give it some time to settle. Okay, here we go. Alright. That one is on, and it is straight. Okay. Come on now. Sit still. Alright. Okay. That one is there. Alrighty. I'm going to let that one sit. Then we're going to put the backing paper in next. And was I going to, did I put double side tape on the last one? I don't think I did. So we're not going to on this one. We're just going to glue it down. Right? I kind of want to say I did put double side tape on it. I don't think I did. That's right, I didn't, because we started in the middle of it, right? Oh, my nose is itching. I know this is a long video, guys, so if you hung with me this far, we're almost done with this. Just gotta do the assembly, right? And then the next time, or the next panel we work on, I will have all the sewing done and the panels covered with the paper before we start. That way you haven't got to watch me do this again and again, right? Alright, so let's drop this here. Get the threads out. I don't want those to get glued. And up to the fold, but not over it. Make sure we got even top and bottom. I think we want to pull this up actually. Go up a little bit. Okay, there we go. Okay, pressing that down again. Alrighty, I think we are good and even. I think a little higher up here. Alright, I am not going to futz with it anymore, and I'm going to lift this side up so we can insert the other piece over here. So that's this piece here. Okay, and I've already cut corners there. Let me just trim the underside strings. Get those off of there. Come on. Oh, darn it. Where is it? It's this one. Okay. And cut, cut, cut. All right. Let's get the glue on and get this down. All right. I'm gonna have to clean up that glue. I know it. All right. Let's pull this up here and get it under. All right, the strings. Come on. Don't want you guys getting in there. Okay. It's under. Press this down. Okay, we got plenty of room over there. Plenty of room over here. All right, let's just press it down. Alright, looks like we're doing good on this side. Alright, gonna have some glue coming out, but that's okay. That is alright by me. Okay, we're just gonna press it down some more. Alrighty, that should hold. I'll let it sit for a second while it's doing its thing. And we'll attach the other pieces. Alright, so this goes like this, that goes like that. And let's see here. This one goes underneath this one. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut the corners and the extra string off. Get that taken care of. We're almost there, guys. I know this is a long one. Just stick with me. We're almost there. I promise. Alright, I'm just going to cut these understrings off that I don't want, that are on the underside of the flap. They don't do us any good, but reduce contact. Alright. Okay. Let's cut. Oop, I see some glue right there. Let's get that off of there. Alright, come on. Get off of there. Alright, any more glue? There's some right there. Okay, alright, let's cut these corners and then get this down. Oh, come on now. There we go. And this one. Alright. Now this one is going to go on this side. So let's open that up and attach this one here. So we're going to put the glue underneath here. And you know what I should have done? It should have gone underneath that piece right there. I wonder, no, it's already taped down, so I can't. That's okay. It's fine. We're just going to have to show a little bit of it there. And we'll cover it when we do the elements. It's okay. That's fine. It still looks good. We want to put it there. Okay, so when you're doing yours, try to remember to put this piece underneath the cover. While it still looks fine, I'm fine with it. We can always cover that with some washi tape or something, or an element, right? Like a long pocket or whatever, we can cover that. It's fine. Not that big a deal. I am accepting it and not going to get upset about it. I'm not. It's totally fine. All right, let's put the glue on and let's get this over with here. Right. Making sure I get it on the stitching really well. Okay. All right. Can we do this without making a mess? I don't know if we can. All right. Let's make sure it's even top and bottom here. And then we're going to go ahead and just press that down. Alrighty. Push that in just a little more. I think is okay. There we go. Alright, let's press some more here. Alright. Now we'll let that set up. And then once it's cured, probably later on, maybe tomorrow morning because it's getting late, I'll go back and clean up the glue there. So this one does that, right? Alright, so this side, same thing. I should have attached this before I put this piece on and done it underneath. But again, it's fine because we can cover it or embrace it. Either or will work. It's fine. Alright, I'm still going to cut these under ones off here where I'm going to put the glue. We don't need them. And they just get in the way. Got enough strings to deal with anyway, right? Alright, cut that. And cut this one. Okay. And this one will go on the side over here. Like so. Yeah? Alrighty, let's put the glue on. And then we are going to be done for tonight. There. Alrighty. And this one goes this way. Got myself all, ugh, got strings stuck to me. Hang on a minute here. Ugh. Okay. This one will go this way. Make sure I don't get my strings all in there. And flip this over. Like so. Here we go. Alright, let's make sure that's even before I press that down. Come on down. Here we go. There we go. And then we're going to press that. And we can come in a little bit more, I think. Where's the gusset? Right there. Here we go. Alright, let's press that down. And let that set up. Ooh, let's go. Sorry. Squeaky noise. Okay, and then we're going to press on this side. And let that set up. Once that sets up, I'll go back again and erase the glue, any glue that we have there. That's come out. Uh-oh, I got some glue on my fabric. Can I get it off the eraser? I can. Look at that. That's okay, we're covering this part too when we get that. That's going to be another video. Alright, come on now, let's stick. Oh, that is all came apart. Okay, you open this up so I have some flat space here. Get in there, come on. Here we go. Alright, get over there. Just gonna keep pressing it down till it catches. Let's see, how's it doing? It's getting there. Alright, I think we're there. Just gonna let it sit, not futz with it too much, right? Let it sit. Okay. Okay, I think we're good. Back here, I think we're okay. Looks like everything's attached well. Alright, so what do we have? We have this piece here and this piece here, which ultimately could do this. Yeah, or something like that. Here, there, there, like so. Yeah? What do you guys think? Pretty cool, right? I think I like it. I think I like it a lot, actually. Where is my pen for my glue? A mess over here that I have. I have made a huge mess on my desk. But anywho, so there we are. So far so good. I think we made a lot of progress here. So we've got 2 panels, the flip outs constructed, right? So we're going to leave it as that. I think the way I did this measurement, I still have some room, right? So I have 1/4 of an inch on this top part, right, to add to. So I think the measurements were right as far as the gussets were concerned. So we did a 1/2 inch, 1/8 of an inch, a half, wait, no, I'm sorry, a quarter inch, 1/8 of an inch, 1/2 inch, 1/8 of an inch, and that still gave us another 1/8 of an inch on top of here to work with, right? Okay. All right, you guys. I hope you guys liked the video. We are done for tonight. The next time we meet, we will work on. I'm gonna make sure all this glue is cleaned up and whatnot, and hopefully I'll have a plan for the next piece. I believe what I'm going to do is I'm gonna do an element here that has where we can put a journal in and remove it, right? So like a piece that has like a slit where the journal will slide in and out, right? I'm even thinking about putting a piece here in the middle. I'm thinking something maybe. I'm not sure yet. We will see. We got a journal here and then another kind of flip element here. Maybe I don't know, maybe even an accordion envelope with that flips out or something. So we have that to do still. I'm going to close this up and see how we're looking. Then we have to cover these as well with something. So we do have that space right here to do another element in the middle. So I was thinking maybe we could put some sort of, I don't know, signature or something maybe in there, or maybe we put the journal there. But I think it might be better to do it here. I'm not sure yet. But anyway, that's as far as we've gotten. So there we go. And I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, please hit the like button. And, oops, did I just pull that thing apart? No, I didn't. Oh, goodness gracious, I thought I just pulled it all apart. If you like the video, please hit the like button and leave me a comment. I love comments. It's my favorite thing to do, is to read them, what you guys think. And if you're new to our channel, please hit the subscribe button and the bell, and you'll get notified anytime I upload new content. I will see you guys in the next video. You guys take care. Have a great weekend. Bye.